Let's start with the question. What do you call a game that has other games within it? My wife needs to know, for academic reasons, what to call such a game. She's writing about using games to learn things. So here's your chance to help improve the general perception of video games. In my childhood, we called the games within a game minigames, or the puzzle games inside the game. But I don't know what to call the container game, which has the other mini games within it. Examples of games that contain others. Final Fantasy VII. PlayStation 1. Contains a chocobo race, a motorcycle race with Cloud or with a submarine, etc. Star Ocean, the second story, PlayStation 1, contains a bunny race, a cooking competition, etc. What do you call the overarching game? So how can we solve this? There's one possible answer. Answer 1. While other answers address the specifics of the example games given, there is actually a couple of different subtypes of games that would also apply to game that has other games within it that I think is worth covering. Minigame compilations. These are games where the entire intent of the game is to overcome a wide variety of puzzles and challenges. There may be little to no game mechanics outside of the puzzles, challenges. Plot, story may non-existent, or only exist in a bare minimum fashion to drive some sort of progression and unlock more or harder minigames, challenges. While Wikipedia calls these minigame compilations a large subset of games in this category would also be classified as party games. And purely single-player versions may also be referred to as puzzle games. Note that not all group play games are minigame compilations, e.g. Mario Kart, nor does every puzzle game feature multiple different minigames, e.g. Space Chem. So your partner may not be able to use party game or puzzle game for her academic paper. Some examples include Wii Sports, sport-based minigames, Crash Bash, party game, loose single-player story, Mario Party, party game, Gizmos and Gadgets, Dash, educational, science-based minigames, loose single-player story, 1-2 Switch, party game. See also Wikipedia's list of minigame compilations, game packs and collections. This classification is where the outer game acts as more of a launcher for a collection of larger games, rather than minigames, challenges. These types of games are generally called packages, packs, compilations or collections. The marketing folk among us would probably call it product bundling. Some examples include the Jackbox Party Pack, a collection of trivia likes and other group party games. Rare Replay, a 30th anniversary collection of rare video games. Rare the Company, not as in Common vs Rare. NES, SNES Mini, Classics, reproduction consoles loaded with classic Nintendo titles. Mega Games 6A 6-in-1-foot compilation cartridge for the Sega Genesis, Mega Drive various Sega Mega Drive Genesis collections, packs, e.g. for PS2. And for Windows, Steam. Because one can not own enough copies of Sega games. See also, Wikipedia's list of video game compilations. The features of the outer game can vary greatly, depending on the implementation. Most will have basic launcher stuff like the ability to browse games and tweak some minor graphics and sound options. But other features can include advanced graphics and sound, scanlines and filters, color palette swapping, zoom, scaling, aspect ratio manipulation etc. Achievements and challenge modes, progression, unlocks, e.g. behind the scenes, concept art, cheats, mods, tweaks, bonus levels and even occasionally entire hidden games. Pause, save state and rewind functionality that may have not been possible on the original game. Cheat engines and mod integration. Conclusion. While larger games containing incidental minigames may not have an explicit name, there are games out there that almost purely focus on this idea, and those can be grouped and named minigame compilation, or loosely party puzzle games would generally fit this scenario. While not quite what you're after, game compilation or pack is also worth noting due to following a similar concept but with more rich games than just puzzles and challenges. I hope this answer helped, and if it did, please drop a comment and subscribe.